Hello and welcome my friend, and then I am planning to give you information that how to open and replace these Ford Mondeo cars what are like this 1.8 liter Duratec engines, drive shafts and drive axles. And here I have this outer part of this drive shaft, and this is very basic this engineering, and there is only this one specific big this outer nut, and let's go to look that nut closer. Okay, and this nut is really, this is Ford design, this is really unique because there is this plate in that outer area, and this is movable plate, and this is really interesting engineering. First time I can see that this is like nut and plate, they are like together with these metallic pins in here. And this nut opening is first job in this drive shaft replace in Ford Mondeo Duratec engine, and for that outer nut we need now 33 millimeter socket what fits in here in that way. And then when we are opening this nut in here in that way, this opening direction is in this anti-clockwise. It is good to remember in that way. And remember also that this nut is really tight. When you are opening this nut, you need really at least that size of long metallic bar, and maybe extra bar in here longer, because this nut is about, the force is 200 Newton meters force, and this is quite difficult to open because this is of course a little bit rusty, and then we need good quality socket and then opening with longer bar. But finally when we have opened that, then we are really happy. And next part is to take that outer drive shaft part away in both sides. We need to remove that, and in that point we might need really bit open those joints, but this is not the big thing. And then we go to look this inner drive shaft connections and joints, because they are really interesting. And firstly we look this driver side, like this left side, this drive shaft inner part, and there is this area where I need to install this my tool. And this tool is what we need. We need some specific tool what goes in that sides, and then we need to only bend in that way and maybe hit a little bit, and then this left side drive shaft inner part opens. And let's go to look at how it happens. Okay, and now we can see this area. We need to install that our tool in here, and then in this area we bend that little bit in that way, or hit in here like in rubber hammer in that way, and then this drive shaft opens in that way. Good. And now this left side drive shaft is free. Okay, and then we look that right side drive shaft inner part, and this is interesting thing because we have to open this drive shaft in this area, but then there is one bearing area in here what we need to open first. There is really two nuts, and we need now 13 millimeter socket that we can open these two nuts, and I have already a little bit loosen these bolts, and these bolts, they are easy to open in this 13mm socket, and let's look that closer. Okay, and now we can see this closer, and there is really two nuts. They are not very tight, they are easy to open. This is first nut, and then second. And these nuts, they looks like that. And then I can take this outer plate and cover out, and this is very thin. And then we can see in here this, when I rotate, there is this bearing, support bearing in here. And this part is easy to take out when we little bit rotate that in this way, and then we can start to take out this drive shaft. Okay, and now when we have opened that support bearing, this is really important to take out, then we can start to move that our drive shaft, and then we need to go in this connection point in here, and we need to start to use some tool, and there is small dent in here. And when I install that my tool, I can carefully move that in this way. Look, there is small dent, and this is easy to open. We can see that there is this small dent, and if I have specific tool or screwdriver, this part opens very nicely. And now it is almost free, little bit movement, and now this drive shaft connection is open. Great. Okay, and now this my right side drive shaft is free. I can take my hand in here, and then this is this support bearing, and then I carefully only remove that right side drive shaft. And now both drive shafts are free, and we can install new drive shaft back in there. And this is now very easy when I have taken my engine and gearbox away. But in same way we can do that job in our garage, and this is like basic information that these both joints, right and left sides, they are easy to open when we have this shape head tool or then specific screwdriver that we can bend a little bit in that way. Cool. That kind of information to you, my friend, and thumbs up if you think that this was useful information to you.